Hey guys, welcome back to this video podcast. Now, today someone asked me to give them some helpful hints of how they can continue to keep their focus on their goals. They've made great strides, but because of stuff happening in their life, because of things are happening within their family, or maybe you're suffering with this, could be in your relationships, could be in your family, could be in your career, could be just stuff in your life which seems to take up your attention when it comes to living, and therefore forgetting about what goals you have in your life. So I want to give you a few tips on how you can deal with your stuff whilst maintaining your focus. And that's really what it is. It is about your focus. It's wherever you put your thoughts, you begin to expand those thoughts. So if your thoughts are on your stuff, we can feel overwhelmed that we seem to lose ourselves in stress, anxieties, worries, or any of the stuff which is happening in our life. So the key is to put your attention where it needs to be for a period of time. And that really means priorities. Now, I fully understand that we have some big priorities in life. It could be maybe there's a family illness, maybe our work has quite a large aspect of our time we need to put an investment into. But there's always enough time to do this process. Now, this process could be for just 10 minutes every day, or maybe every Saturday or every Sunday, your weekend, you'll have, my phone went off, I don't know if you can hear it, but where you can actually have 10 minutes, 20 minutes to put your attention on your goals. So when you have your goals in your mind, you're really thinking about where you're heading and where you're going, despite the stuff, despite all the things happening in your life. So let's put it this way. Every day, or at least once a week, I want you to put your attention on your goals. Now, a lot of people have these things called a vision board, where they have their goals on a board and they can see it very visually. Or some people call it a dream board. Or you may just have some goals in your mind, and I want you to take 10 minutes out to consider that goal. And then think, well, what are 5 things that I can do which will allow me to move forward? Despite all the stuff happening in my life, what are 5 actions I can do this week that will push me forward from where I am right now? That way it's in your conscious mind. That way your unconscious mind is also understanding where you're heading. Remember, the conscious mind is a goal setter, your unconscious mind is the goal getter. So you need to put your attention on these goals for a period of time within this week and the following weeks, even if it is for 10 minutes every weekend or for 1 day a week. I want you to think of this goal and then think where you are right now and what you need to do, at least 5 steps, which will allow you to move forward on this goal, which will allow you to move forward in time to be able to achieve this goal. That way you're making steady progress, even if it's small steps. You see, a lot of people in life will look around them in their environment and see many people achieving work. They'll see celebrities making great strides in their life, or people who weren't a celebrity suddenly becoming a celebrity, or they'll see a businessman making lots of money with a new product, or you might see people locally in your world, in your reality, who are making supposedly big leaps. Well, the truth is, we see those big leaps, but really there's far more to it. It's the small steps which build momentum. It's the small things that we do consistently which then are perceived big leaps to everyone else around you in your life. A lot of people say to me, well, how did I get my work out there to so many people? Or how do I produce so much with my work? Well, ultimately it is by doing small steps. I have a goal in my mind, and then I know this week I'm going to make sure that I hit the next 5 steps, or I'm going to record 5 things, or I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then I can improve and learn from it. If I don't hit them all, that's fine. Because sometimes things happen. But we have to also hold ourselves accountable. So we got to remain conscious of where we're heading and what we want to achieve. We also have to have 5 action steps which will allow us to move forward in time. And then we can also learn from what we've done that week. So we can reflect on what we did last week, but also learn as to where we're heading in the future. So that's really my own personal process of getting things done. I consider the big picture. I don't get lost in the big picture. I mean, I have lots of big goals and dreams in life. And if I were just to be continually focused on the big picture or the big goals, I might actually become disillusioned by them because they seem far too big, they're far too general, they're far too vague that I can't apply them as to where I am. It seems too far away from me. So when I have these big goals or big projects, I make sure I think of 5 things I can do every week consistently which will allow me move forward. Therefore, it's the small steps which actually allow me to be there. So despite all the stuff happening in my life, because we all have stuff, I'm able to put my attention to where it needs to be, and therefore move forward when it comes to achieving certain goals or certain dreams. So that's how I move forward and pay attention to my goals despite things happening in my world. So I hope you found that valuable. I'm also, right below this, if you're watching this on YouTube, there will be a link to a free motivation hypnosis lesson session as well. So that's going to really help. And also I'll put a link on my blog when I post this video on there as well. So you can have that. That will keep you motivated and driven to do this. But remember, be conscious of your goal. Also, break it down into 5 things you can do this week which will allow you to move forward. And also to learn what you did from yesterday, from last week, from last month. You will have made progress, and you definitely will do if you've done the 5 things every week. That way, we're living in the real world, we're still dealing with everything else which is happening, but we're also taking massive and inspired action in moving forward and in living a loving, fulfilling, wonderful life in every way. So have a wonderful day, and I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon. Many thanks, and goodbye.